Hey everybody, I am back with a little bit of an update on my bolt action. Essentially, I have only really got to, with my 500-point American Infantry Army, or I should say, unit, I've only really gotten to the priming stage, and I still have 10 more infantry to put together with another 2 non-commissioned officers. Part of the reason is I wasn't really prepared initially. I just didn't realize just how much there was going to be to put on these guys. Really, if you just take a look, for those of you that aren't familiar with bolt action, I don't know if this is a good example or not because they don't all have the same things. All of these guys have different stuff, or a lot of different options, which is a good thing, but it also means for lots of assembly. And so like this belt piece here with the knife on it is one piece, and this is ammo specific for the bar rifle, and that backpack you put on, and then there's the gun and the arms, and that's normal stuff. But in the head, there's a lot of choices and a lot of little things. I've actually gotten pretty good at doing this relatively quickly, but it was definitely a bit more posing and I guess options that I'm used to typically. Not a bad thing. I'm not going to complain. I think it's kind of nice to have options, but essentially that's why it's taken me a bit to get to this point. So overall, I like the set. One of the pieces that I really liked, it came with a Jeep with canopy. With the set, I've kind of elected not to use the canopy. I actually bought a driver because it didn't come with a driver who's holding a rifle. And so that's this guy here. Looks like he's wearing just a cap. And then I've got a machine gunner on the back. And just so I can actually use it as a transport in the future, I actually magnetized him. And so he's magnetized in there, and I can actually use it just as a Jeep to transport, or I can actually use it, just with the gunner too. So I like that kind of option. So he's actually on there pretty good as well. And so as well, there are in the actual infantry set a number of optional things that you can do. It says with the 500-point army you get a bazooka team. The bazooka team is just part of the regular infantry set. I mean, you can also make a sniper, which they didn't advertise in there, but there's a number of things you can do. I kind of wanted a bazooka guy, and so I've got him, and then his guy who sort of has his bazooka ammo pack and an extra one there, and he's like handing him one behind there because the bazooka team does have 2 men in the unit. It came with 2 light machine gun teams. One's a transport team where it's just transporting the machine gun, and I believe it comes with an extra machine gun on the ground too, but it's pretty much the guys are to transport it. And then the other one is they're set up. And so I did put together the guys that are set up here, and these are metal, like the Jeep, and these guys are actually metal, where the other ones are plastic. So, but I actually like it. It's a nice little team there. And then I don't know why this one is often shown separately, and I suppose maybe because if one of the guys dies, you can just pull him out. But I just elected to do them separately too. And so yeah, that's sort of my bolt action update. Hoping to get. I typically don't like to use stuff unpainted, but I want to kind of practice some of the rules, and I'm going to probably field these guys with just primed, because the person locally that I'll be playing with is fine with that, and so I'll end up painting them pretty quickly anyway in the meantime. And so yeah, that's it. And the only other thing I would show, pardon me for taking this off the tripod here, but I'm going to just show you guys something that I didn't give an update on when completing, and it's now in my display cabinet, but I'll to show you here is that piece of terrain that I was working on, and basically that's the piece that was still being finished. All of this crater and final finishing of the back. And so I just have it in my display case right now with my Knights of Griffin Space Marines that I'm working on. So I think it came out pretty good. I actually enjoyed doing one of these GW pieces, never having done one before. So that's that. Okay, well, thanks for watching everybody, and talk to you later.